Hello, and I wanted to send a very special message of thanks to all of the staff in the Saolta group of hospitals. I'm really aware it's been a horrendous 16 months for all of you who've worked in really challenging times as we've moved through various phases and waves of COVID. I'm equally conscious of the huge flexibility that you put in place between working long hours, extra shifts, flexibility between each other and covering each other, great innovation that's been put in place to protect people, protect patients and protect the public. So I think you've done us all really proud and made a much stronger connection between the public and what we do in the HSE. I equally know the impact that the cyber attack has had on you because I witnessed it at first hands in the early days when the attack happened in Galway. On the 13th of May, we all thought we were really heading into a new phase and out of COVID, and then the cyber attack happened. I do know it had quite an explosive effect on the hospital system. I do know all of the impacts and risks that are put in place on all of your shoulders and how you responded to that. And I'm truly grateful for how you protected yourselves, you protected the public, and you protected our patients at a time of being completely disarmed with the basic systems that you needed to run a health system. So I want to thank you for your fantastic response during this period. I'm very conscious it's not all resolved, but we are making good progress. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of a very dark and difficult 16 months, and that is the vaccination programme. So while we are still dealing with a very dangerous variant and Delta for COVID, the benefits we're seeing from the vaccination programme are really strong. If you just think back to early January when we are administering about 20,000 vaccines per week and contrast it where we're at right now, in the first 3 weeks of July alone, over 1 million vaccines have been administered. And as I speak to you today, almost 5.4 million vaccines have been administered. 80% of the adult population have received at least one dose of their vaccine, and 66% of the adult population are now fully protected through having a double dose of the vaccine. So that gives us great protection, and we can see it every day in the changing demographics of the case numbers, now primarily in younger people. However, we'll continue the vaccination programme, and thankfully today, we are now open to the 18-year-olds and over to receive their mRNA vaccine through vaccination centres, and also the opt-in option to potentially receive a Janssen through the pharmacies. So in closing, my summary message to you all today is an extreme and sincere thanks for everything that you've done over the past 16 months, how you've responded, the flexibility you've shown. I do hope during the next few weeks you do get a chance to have a well-deserved break and holiday and spend some time with your friends and family. But for me, for right now, thank you very much for everything you're doing.